Alright, hey there Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and we are back for some more of the Persona 4 Let's Play. And if you did miss out during the last one, well, I want to say we just got ourselves interacted on how the free roaming aspect was all about, and we're still going to be doing that here for our time for today, because I know that before during the last episode, we didn't really do too much, and I know that we kind of just went and slept through the day, and that was basically about it. But then we got ourselves a call from Margaret, just telling us that we can't really go and do all that, because if we keep on sleeping through the day and just not really going and trying to build up our social links, that's going to kind of put a damper on things until the end game, and we don't want that to happen. So we want to at least try to make sure that we keep on getting ourselves interacted with a whole bunch of other different social links, and hopefully try to build up our well, all of our different stats that we do need, right? So, well, for right now, I believe during the last episode, we did figure out that there is going to be some sort of sports club and other different clubs that are going to be happening around within this type of part now, within here in Persona 4. So right now, what we're going to go and do is get ourselves interacted into how the sports club is going to be all about. And we're going to be entering ourselves into some of the basketball playing of our style here within our time. And we'll be meeting up with some other new people as well, too. So that will kind of build up on our well, with our Persona stats as well, which that should be pretty nice. Now, within these two videos for today, not only are we going to be just doing out here with Persona 4, but we are going to have to go and head off into the Ivory Towers, and that is where we're going to have to go and battle out with Gallus, which that is going to be happening, and that is the second last boss of the main story. And then once we have went and taken care of Gallus, all that we have left right now is just having to go and face off with the White Witch herself, which, I don't know how my levels are going to be around within that area. From what I have heard is that the recommended level is like probably around at least in the upper 80s. But I know that with my team that I do have at this current point in time is that most of my guys are like around, like, I want to say at least somewhere like under the level 60 margin. So I don't know if that's going to be kind of playing a factor in it. So far we've been doing pretty well. I know that even though that there is like recommended levels for it, it doesn't really seem like it doesn't really matter all that too much, even though that we're still getting at least most of the damage that we do need. But anyways, that's more so for the other episode that we're going to be worrying about. But we got some more things to go and do here in Persona 4. Now, not only are we going to be just going and getting ourselves participated into this whole sports club event and everything that's going on, but we are going to have to go and meet up with Marie out here, and that's over back at the Velvet Room later. And I believe there's only like a certain few days that you can actually go and talk to Marie, because if you don't actually go and talk through her throughout the April month, I think that happens, because I think it ends on like April 22nd or something of that type of nature. I'm not really too entirely sure, and I still have to do like more research about this game, because I don't really know about the whole social links that much. Because even when I went and played through like Persona 3, I kind of had a little bit of some trouble and difficulties with that as well too. But since I am doing this as a actual series, I kind of have to know about all these social links to go and begin with. But yeah, so if you go and talk to Marie, I'm pretty sure that she'll give you some sort of special stat increase within your persona as well too. So we already got one of them here from Kou there, and so we're gonna be bonding with him since me and him are getting ourselves a little bit closer within each other. That's gonna hopefully at least try to help ourselves out within our personas later on. Now, during our time back in the Yukiko Castle, I believe we went and picked up with that Pixie persona, right? And then we went and got ourselves our first of many different fusions of our persona. Now, I'm pretty sure that once we go and pick up with other things later, I think we can also do other fusions within there as well, too. But yeah, we're going to go and head over to the shopping district for now. At least the good thing is that Dojima doesn't really have to go and like try to tell us to like go back to bed or anything, because we have the free option to now go and literally do anything that we need to go and do. Now, there are some vending machines here in the shopping district. I don't think we ever really went and interacted with some of these, but make sure that you go and buy all of the different vending machine things here. Now, I know that I forgot about one thing to go and do. I think probably on the previous time that I went and played through in Persona 4, and there is a part that happens after school where you can go and head off to the shrine, and there's like some, I guess like a little kid or something. You can go and speak to him, and I guess you could go and do some bug catching stuff with him. So just make sure that you go and have all these different type of things so that you can go and give to him, and I believe he'll give you extra somewhat of like bugs and other things that happen there. Now, we do have to go and pick up with the stake skewer, but we're going to be learning about what those stake skewers are all about, like once we go and have Marie and Kou with us out here. Now, there is this other one special vending machine that's right here that's also also somewhat of a slot machine as well. So, if you go and buy out on something, you could potentially, well, I don't know, it's kind of a rare chance, but you could get yourself with a free beverage if you're lucky enough. But we had never really went and done that, so that kind of sucks right there. But yeah, so there's Yusuke right there with his little exclamation point. We'll have to go and talk to him soon, but right now we're going to head off to the shrine, see if that little kid is here, but I know that it is at nighttime, so he's not going to probably be here at the moment, but we got some sort of chill down our spine, but you feel the courage, but yeah, I don't think we're fully ready for that shrine just yet, so I guess we'll have to build up more courage for us to go and at least head into there at nighttime and figure out what the whole ordeal about what that's going to go on.
Yo!
Yeah, it's actually kind of strange because even though that we are kind of like doing some of this free roaming stuff around, there's not really too much voice acting that's going to happen, so I'll kind of have to wait until later on throughout like the main part of the story then. So apparently as well too, we're getting some sort of a little tutorial as well to kind of go and talk to Yusuke and kind of make sure that we keep on bonding with him. And the more time that we go and spend out with Yusuke, the better time that our social link between with him is going to get better. So we want to make sure that we keep on doing that for a little bit of some time as well. Now, there is going to be some other shopping district parts that I'm going to probably potentially forget, which I'll probably have to go and do it for the next time around before we go and start reaching our way back into the TV world at some point. But I do want to go and head off to the bookstore within this game and try to add some more stats for ourselves, because that will build up more, I guess, like other type of like knowledge or something else with us, so that when the time does come for any more extra other like test questions or something, then at least we'll kind of boost up with some other extra things there. But at least Yusuke did go and give us something there. That's pretty nice.
Night.
Yep, so now let's go and head home, and now it is on the 20th that we're gonna have to go and do. So this is on Wednesday. So at least the good thing is that there's no basketball that we really have to go and worry about, because it's only on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, which is actually kind of funny because like normally most of the times those are like somewhat of my live streaming schedule. Well, not really on Saturdays, but on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which I guess I kind of have to go and plug in my live streams now. But if you guys ever want to go and check out on both my YouTube live streams and also on my Twitch live streams, currently on Twitch we are doing ukulele. That is at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then of course we also do have the Thursday live stream, which is of course on YouTube. Unfortunately for right now, I am kind of leaving it off in a somewhat of a break of doing YouTube live streams for now. Not until I get my Monster Hunter Stories game. So until I go and finally get that game finally here into the mail, and hopefully I can at least go and see it in my mailbox, then we'll probably go and at least do something for a series, probably, well, maybe within the next up and coming other Thursdays that will show up, because I would love to go and play through Monster Hunter Stories on the 3DS and have some really good fun times out there. But yeah, so there we go. That was another one of those quiz questions right there. Make sure they go and click on the 3, because that is how the correct answer for that's going to be. But we just want to help that with Yusuke, so pretty nice. Okay, so Wednesday is basically our time now just to go and just do some free roaming. Really anything too special out of the ordinary, except though that I did miss out with the kid in the shrine, which hopefully that's not going to be playing too much of a factor, because I hopefully hope that he's still going to be there over time so that I can at least try to meet up with him. But let's go and just leave the school there. Now we are going to go and head off into where the Velvet Room is going to be. I believe this is going to be the part now where we are going to be interacting with Marie finally, and we're going to go and see what's going to happen here. So let's go and do that. So go and basically check on the dwellers, and then go and listen to Marie's request, and she'll go and interact with you for a little bit, and she wants to go and head on into the outside world, so we're going to have to go and walk around with her for a little bit. Yep, so come along, Marie. We can get you out of this stuffy car here.
Let's go.
Because, like, you don't want to be crammed up in a vehicle for like a long time. But yeah, so there's like the skewer restaurant that's going to be happening. And Yusuke will also show up as well too with here. Now, I'm not really too familiar on what type of actual set of dialogue that you kind of want to go and have with Marie, but right now we just have to go and try to buy her the actual well, I think the steak skewer that's going to be here.
It's difficult to say.
Yeah, so even though that she doesn't have any money for it, we could go and actually try to go and pay for it.
Huh?
And then here comes out with Yusuke. And then Yusuke's gonna basically kind of think that that me and Marie are getting hooked up together. So yeah, so it looks like instead of us, is that Yusuke's gonna have to go and pay for it anyways. Yeah, but there's no reason to decline about that, you know? We're all good friends here. Now, I want to say within 3 weeks' time, I think, or maybe even 4 weeks' time, I think I should almost about to be finishing off with, well, with my school pretty soon. Like currently right now, I'm just doing like a lot of like final projects at this point. At least that's the good thing. At least I don't have to really worry about doing a college exams anymore, which thank God I don't have to do that because I'm already out of that whole entire
Stakeout?
Yeah, I don't think that was the correct dialogue for that one. But I just hope that with crossing my fingers that like with all my final projects that I got going on, I can at least get myself a pretty nice, good, decent grade and I could go and finally move off into the last actual thing that I want to go and do for college, and that is, of course, going to have to go and be doing, I think, radio or broadcasting for my next program that I want to go and do, because since I'm just only in, like, this pre-media type of course right now, that's just kind of, like, just a beginner functionality of to get my foot into the door into these other programs. So I do have, like, a couple other years of me being in school for a little bit. So you guys may potentially be able to go and see a little bit more other YouTube videos that will happen throughout the other couple of years. So we'll see what happens. I know that I still have to go and do my update for December though to get you guys all up into gear about what's going to happen later on. But that'll be happening at like around like the end of December and stuff. So oh man, look at that. Marie's blushing already. But pretty soon, we will actually be able to go and get her card as well, and then that will be able to boost up a little bit more when the time comes for us to go and do any type of fusing with it. And there we go. So we got 2 cards out here, so pretty cool. Now, I think for her is that she's going to have stuff for like Arcane or something. I think that's what it is. I'll have to go and see this here. Oh, Eon Arcana. Yeah, so I guess there's going to be something going on with the Aeon. The only thing that I can only think about anything Aeon related is something out of Final Fantasy X, which we are currently doing that on the channel as well too. Another game that I haven't really ever went and completed all the way that much, but I still need to go and do that. Yes, and now we are back home once again, Nanako. But now it's off for me to go and head to bed now. Enjoy the next day. Now, don't worry about if you ever, like, miss out on an opportunity or a day or something, because I want to say that Yusuke will normally kind of keep you informed for when the time does happen, when we do need to go into the TV world and try to find out what's going on with Yukiko at this point. Because we don't want to miss out on something where if we do something like that there, that could probably give us a potential game over, which that would not be good. And I think by now, we are here in the lunchtime at this point. And I think we got some information from Cal that's here. All right, and I think that's gonna be about it. But we will have to go and head off into the basketball area soon. But for right now, we're gonna just end things off here for today. I'll be seeing you guys in the next one of Persona 4, and of course, peace.